Let's get started. As I was explaining before, it may not have come through. I'm thinking about starting a new game and showing off the beginning, and then maybe halfway through the stream, showing off my higher level character and going from there. If you guys are cool with that, let me know. If you get bored, we can switch it up too. And one real quick thing before we get started, I'm going to check in with Godfrey and Sadro. So Godfrey and Sadro got really into Neo. They've been playing when I go to bed, and they can't decide what the best weapon is. Godfrey really likes just the regular katana, and Sadro is all about the spear, and so they're arguing which one is the best. I don't agree with either of them. I've been using the axe and the dual swords, and both of those are very, very good. Alright. So we're going to start a new game. The beginning of the game is actually pretty cool. It is a prison escape, so Huber's going to be way into it when he sees it. I agree with Bloodworth. The axe is, like, one of the best weapons in the game.
Amrita.
Alright. Here we go!
Some call it a miraculous stone. The Philosopher's Stone. The Queen of England remains locked in combat. With Spain, the country where the sun never sets, for control of the entire world. Her forces weakening with every battle. The Queen and her inner circle turn to divination and alchemy, hiring pirates like us to find Amrita for them. With that power, they managed to defeat the invincible Spanish Armada. But now it seems they want to keep their methods a secret.
Is the game audio very low? The dialogue is weirdly low here. When we get into the actual game and we're playing, let me know if it's still too low and we can turn it up a little bit. Okay, game audio could be a smidge louder. Alright, we'll just turn it up. While we're loading, we can turn it up a little bit. The screen is going to freak out for a second, guys, but it'll be back to normal in just a bit. All right, there we go. All right, so I turned it up just a little bit. It might still need to be made louder. Let me know. Is this story fantasy mixed with real history? Yes, absolutely. Totally is.
It seems death won't stop chasing me.
How's the sound design? The sound is really good. I like the impact of the weapons, and I like the music. I think they could have a few more tracks, a lot of repeat tracks throughout the entire game. Alright, so it's very, very dark for me. I might have to turn up the brightness a little bit. We'll see. I'll give it a go. But yeah, I play on another TV, and it doesn't seem quite as dark on that TV, so I'll have to get used to it, but we'll be fine. Alright, so we start barehanded. I actually haven't messed around with Like, there's armor you can get that beefs up your barehanded attacks, which is cool. And I want to see if it's actually viable to do. I like that you're blocking barehanded and you don't take block damage. It's great. You can't even switch stances yet. The key dodge, so mastering the key dodge, if you dodge it just the right time, you'll recover some key. That's one of the most important skills in the game. I think dodging in this, like in Dark Souls, you can get away with blocking a lot of stuff, especially the earlier Dark Souls games. Here, you really want to get good at dodging. Dodging is much more reliable than blocking. Blocking will often... Like, there are some attacks from bosses and enemies that can do so much damage to you that they'll put you in an exhausted state and it'll just kill you. And that's not what you want to do. Okay. So, the only piece of armor we have right now is some shoes, but that'll be fine. Still can't change stances yet, but that'll happen pretty quickly. Maybe this will bite me in the butt, but once I get an axe, I'm gonna feel pretty good. I've been playing. It's just I've been playing so much Neo, like hours and hours and hours and hours every day. And I've practiced so much that I'm hoping I'm able to show like a certain degree of proficiency for this, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I do want to show up. I feel like people are sleeping on the axe, and I think a mistake you can make in Neo, like it allows you to equip two weapons and switch between them very, very easily. To me, the best combo that I've found is like the axe is the boss killer, or the big yokai killer, because it does so much stamina damage, even when they're blocking. And because with big demons, you can usually only get one hit in anyway before you have to dodge. You might as well use something that does a lot of damage in one hit. Whereas like the dual katanas are great for humans or small yokai because you can just stagger them until they're dead and they can't do anything about it. Whereas big yokai don't stagger right away. Holy shit, I need to be careful. Alright. So we've got to equip some medicine. That was a mistake that we made. There we go. Now we're fine. What difficulty is on? There is no difficulty. It's just difficult. So yeah, like Souls, there is no selectable difficulty. You just kind of hit start and go. I don't know if there's like a new game plus thing. I haven't finished the game yet. I am in the last area, so I'm close, but I haven't finished the game yet. You never want to take on more than one thing. I probably could have space this out a bit better, but we should be okay. Alright, so... Oh, wait. Normally you can do like a finishing move when they're hunched over and they're in an exhausted state. You can do a final blow. I guess we don't have that yet, but if you hit them when they're in that state, you'll knock them on the ground, and you can also do a finishing blow when they're on the ground as well. It's really good. We're going to be using it a lot, especially with the axe. And so I can show that off as well. Some games have New Game Plus. Neo has proved it wasn't luck. I would say easily the toughest thing in the game is the Twilight missions. And so you unlock those by doing main missions and sub-missions. And the Twilight missions are much, much more difficult versions of missions that you've already been through. Like, it's just all really big, really powerful dudes. And it's definitely very doable still, But yeah, that's the most difficult stuff I've encountered so far. The bosses, in general, the bosses actually aren't that bad. And something that I like about Nioh is I think enemies are even more readable than they are in Souls. Like, once you've fought them a couple of times, it's pretty straightforward figuring out how an enemy is going to attack. And as long as you don't get too greedy, you can dodge or block everything pretty easily. Alright, is there another enemy in here? No. What's the story of that thing that's following you? Okay, so that is my guardian spirit, and kind of the whole point of this story is something happens. I'm not going to spoil it. We'll see it here in just a bit, and you go in search of that guardian spirit that's been with you your whole life. All right, so now we beat the game. We've got the battle axe. I'm just kidding, of course, but this is my baby. This is my main weapon. It feels so good to have you back. Oh, we can't even, it's not even letting us do key recovery yet. Alright. That's going to make the axe a little bit more difficult to use. But it's fine. The spear is also very good. A lot of good reach. I don't think there's a bad weapon in this game. And there's not even a weapon where I'm like, oh, that's not really my style. I can see a use case for everything, and that's pretty great. For any game that relies so heavily on action combat. Weapon-based action combat. Alright, let's do this. Man, it's so dark. Is the dodge key pulse the musket skill? So you get it automatically. It's just what the game is doing is it's... Because it's a tutorial, it's not unlocking all of the things that you get automatically yet. So we don't get the key recovery, we don't get the living weapon, all that stuff.
The leader of Japan will spark a war and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more Amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that Amrita.
With enough Amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme is near.
But our beloved queen thinks of Amrita as nothing more than gold or gemstones.
We must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan. It seems it would be to our advantage to keep the wars alive. We cannot gain Amrita if blood does not flow.
So this move right here where you dash back and swing up, it's a really useful move.
Who are you?
Somebody asked, is there a falling strike? Not only is there a falling strike, but it can, if you're using the axe, it can one-shot so many things. Very useful. Somebody was talking about skills. Once we get into it, I kind of want to show you guys what I think are, at least for my build, some musket skills. I think some skills are garbage that you do kind of want to avoid, and some are really, really, really essential. Like the one that allows you to sneak up behind enemies and get a powerful hit in. You want that skill. Especially for the later missions where you're going up almost exclusively against big yokai. It's easy to sneak up behind them, and you want that extra damage. So we can talk about that for sure. So I've only done this prologue mission once, the Tower of London, and I remember like getting lost. Even though it's not that complex, so that might happen again. We'll see. Okay, so this is back to the shrine. Can we go down here? Or is this where we came from initially? No? Is it? These guys look the same. Have I fought them before? Oh, I got greedy there. That was a bad attack. So you see right there, this guy didn't take advantage of it, but I used all of my stamina, and my stamina was in the red, and then I got hit. That puts you in an exhausted state, and that will kill you. Nothing will kill you faster than that. Don't get put into that state. That's why the key pulse is so good, and I wish we had it. Okay, so I've been here. That's the bridge that we came up on. There are 2 of these spiral staircases, and I think one of them you need to either go, like, I think you have to go down to get to the next area. Can you go down here? Alright, let's see if this is it. Key is key. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep, this is it. Okay, so we found the right way. I believe there are a bunch of enemies in here. And so if we have some stones, we can use them to distract enemies. Stones are very good. They kind of get outclassed later on because you get ranged weapons, and ranged weapons are... I think it's fair to say that ranged weapons are overpowered. Like, they're almost too good, and you can just buy ammo at the blacksmith. And so there's really... It's really easy to just not only cheese things, but like put yourself in a favorable situation where you can, like, if there's a bunch of enemies, you can take out a few of them and thin their crowds before going in with melee combat. Ranged weapons are insane. Do not sleep on them. I think the rifle is the best out of the bunch. It's not as cumbersome as the hand cannon, but it can do insane damage. But the bow can carry the most ammo, which is very, very useful. See, now that I have the axe, I was like, maybe I'll switch to the sword sometimes. No, never looking back. Like, I feel like the axe should actually almost be a little bit slower in mid-stance. It's pretty fast, and you can easily dodge out of the way. And so I don't think its slightly slower speed is that big of a deal, just because you... Oh, that was bad. That was sloppy. The dash attack in mid-stance is a staple. Like, you can fight almost everything in the game by running forward, dashing, and then backing up. It's real good. Decapitating people with arrows reminds me of Mononoke. Yeah, it is really satisfying. Like, you'll kill somebody and you won't even hit their head, and their head will just pop off every time. It's pretty comical. All right, so we might be brave here. And fight some dudes that are pretty strong. There's 2 of them. And I think the game is trying to tell you, hey, don't take them both on at once, you idiot. But we might try to take them both on at once. We'll be brave. This is a bad idea. If you're playing this game, this is a bad idea. Don't do this. Oh, that had longer reach than I was expecting. I love how quickly you can heal with medicine and elixirs. It's much quicker than like an Estus or something. I guess it's like a blood vial. It's a comparable speed to a blood vial. Yeah, so you can just kind of cheese them all day. Once we get it down to 1, we can play a little bit more honestly. But here, like, hit and run is just the way to do this. Come on. We've almost got that guy exhausted. Oh! Oh! I'm getting myself in trouble. Oh, we were doing so well. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Everything is okay. Alright. Whew! Okay. I'm out of stamina. Back up. So I love the axe, but I feel like axe enemies are the easiest to fight because their moves are the most telegraphed. Overconfidence. Overconfidence is bad. Overconfidence is bad. Oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. I deserved everything I got there. Alright, we'll try that fight again. I think we can do it just fine. Just can't get careless. You can't get careless in this game. I don't think we need to fight those things. We just move on. I do want to kill the archer back here, just in case the fight with the two dudes goes over there. Alright, so he'll pull out the bow, his crossbow. With ranged enemies, anytime you approach them, they're gonna pull out their melee weapon, and in that gap, you can just pummel away and kill them. Which is good. Alright, I'm gonna take a drink of coffee before we do this. So the axe doesn't have any durability, just lasts forever. Yeah, so in the alpha, there was weapon durability, and it was pretty harsh. Weapons were breaking all the time. They removed that. And they replaced it with something called a familiarity system, which we can talk about when we get the blacksmith. But yeah, there is no durability whatsoever. It just lasts and lasts and lasts. You do get a lot of loot, though. Like, you're changing out gear all the time, or you should be soul matching all the time. And I can explain what that means later. I just have to get through these dudes. Alright, so I actually want to lure these guys the other way. I want to go up here. Because there are going to be enemies down there that I don't want to aggro. Run out of stamina. That is the thing with the axe that I think is going to trip up people who give it a try, is each swing takes up so much stamina until you level up and you get some more. So you do have to be pretty mindful of that. You can't just spam, especially when you're getting hit. Alright, that was close. I definitely, if they had played it a little better, I could have died there. I'm using a heavy armor build on my main character, so I can actually take hits pretty well. It's kind of refreshing playing a low-level character that, like, one hit is pretty disastrous. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's not get cocky now. Alright, so I gotta pay attention. So they don't stagger. Axe won't stagger when they're doing a move. A lot of times when they're doing an attack, but they will stagger if they're not, so I gotta take advantage of that. He's not letting me get 3 hits in, which is annoying. There we go. Alright, so hit him. Gonna knock him down. Do a ton of damage. Oh! Alright. One more hit should do it. There we go. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. We just played bad before. Well, like, attack is super important for weapons, obviously, and defense is super important for armor. You do want to pay attention to the special effects, and the special effects, sometimes it's not always clear exactly what they do. So if you're like, what is close combat key damage? Hit options and go down here, and you can highlight what everything does. And you want to pay attention to that stuff. With the blacksmith, you can actually re-roll those special effects, and that becomes super, super, super important. Oh, look at that! We got some real armor. Now we just need a helmet. How easy is it to become over encumbered? Not that easy. As you get later in the game, though, you start getting heavy armor. And like there's been 2 or 3 times where I've equipped stuff and I'm like, oh, I'm over encumbered, so I have to level up stamina to make that better. So it definitely can happen. Alright, so we've prayed. All the enemies are respawned. We're not that far away from the prologue boss. Just FYI. I think I get ambushed here, if I remember correctly.
Using monsters like that to fight wars. Guess they got no more use for us.
I feel like the prologue is actually maybe slightly more difficult than the first mission. Excuse me. Because you don't have the key pulse. Excuse me again. Or maybe I'm just so used to the key pulse, that's why it seems more difficult. Alright, so there's an enemy there and there's an enemy there. This is an armor guy, so he's gonna have more health. Alright, we need to back the fuck up. We're out of key. And knowing what stance they're in is important. So when he's in high stance, I can be a little bit greedier because it takes him longer to recover from attacks. Whereas if he's in mid stance, I can't be as greedy. Like how they hold their weapon is something that you want to pay attention to and pick up on. Wait, does this have... yeah. Received firearm damage. This gives me a little extra key, which is good. But I take more damage from firearms. Oh, look at that! I went from 3 defensive multiplier to 18. Very nice. That's a good looking axe. Oh, even if we don't play on my lead character, I want to show you just... like, I won't spoil anything. I won't necessarily go to a mission or something. I want to show you the axe that I got on my main dude. It's great. Huber would lose his mind. Alright. We want to thoroughly explore everywhere. I think going across that bridge leads to the boss. So I just want to make sure. Nope, this is the boss. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. This is not the boss. Here they teach you about the drop attack. Because there's an enemy right below? Oh, I thought there was. Weird. Did I kill him? Maybe I killed him already. Whoops. But yeah, there if you haven't killed the enemy, it's like, maybe do a drop attack. Alright, so this is the boss. Should be pretty straightforward, but we'll see. Look how much damage we're doing. Axe v axe right now. I love that his name is Derek, yeah.
Ah, it's you. The man with the guardian spirit.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones can do. Behold. It's time for your execution.
Alright, here we go. Regular axe versus demon axe. As you can see, we're doing much less damage. Okay, so he has an extra attack there with that. Because before he was only doing 2 hits. Whoa. Alright, we have a lot of medicine, so we shouldn't be afraid to abuse that. Okay, that's fine. Alright, living weapon time! I'm seeing some good questions in chat. I will get to them as soon as this is done. Somebody asked, are you going to do a Yakuza 0 spoiler talk? I would love to. We get a lot of requests for spoiler talks. They're very hard to do because everybody's so busy that having multiple people be on the same page is tough. But never rule it out. Like, it could happen. But just know that spoiler talks are one of the more difficult requests that we get to, like, make good on. Like, Resident Evil 7 is a good candidate because so many people have finished it, and it's short.
Was not an enjoyable. During 2 years' voyage, the Helof was lost. The trow sank, while the hope vanished without a trace. The good news of the Blythe Boatshap was nothing but lies. Only Leifta remained. An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.
We expect a review. My goal is to have everything finished up on my end today. So it just depends on when the edit gets done. Could be tomorrow, could be Thursday. Probably not later than Thursday, I would imagine. But that is kind of the rough time frame that we're looking at. All right, so we're gonna go axe because I am one with the axe. And I'm also gonna go dual swords, and the reason I'm gonna go dual swords is they're so good against not big things, and we're gonna show that off hopefully. Really like the dual swords, and we can mess around with everything as well. I really do think everything is good. We're going to do... This is kind of the generic one, but we're going to do it because it gives us a bonus to strength, which is the most important attribute for our axe. So you pick a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, and a guardian spirit. And this is the bonuses that we get accordingly. So you don't make a character like you do in Souls, but no, I don't want the tutorial. You get so many guardian spirits. I've got like, I don't know, this is a rough estimate, but I think I've got like 15 guardian spirits or something like that. You get so many of them. And they all have like different effects. Like you get one that will allow you to come back from the dead if you're in a critical state and you have like a certain stat requirement fulfilled. It's really, really good. Dual swords in the Bay was great for depleting the ki of big enemies. So I found the axe is better for depleting ki, but that could just be my playstyle. Like, I have no doubt that there are people out there that can decimate the big yokai with dual swords. It's just... I've had better luck with the axe in that circumstance. But we can mess around, for sure. And see. Alright, so this is the alpha mission. I've played this mission like 100 times. I don't have any ranged weapons, right? No. Okay. Just because people have probably seen this a bunch, we're going to try to go through it relatively quickly. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, we can connect online as well, right? Unless there's something wrong with PSN. Blood says the review Thursday at the earliest, and if it happens sooner, that's a bonus. Yeah, listen to Bloodworth. That's probably a good way to... That's a safe way to say it. But yeah, I've been playing this game nonstop. Like, I was playing this for like 8 hours yesterday, and then I went to bed, and then we're waking up and playing 4 hours of it. So I've played a lot of Nioh. And I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed every second of it. I'm not sick of it yet, so that's probably a good sign. I'm sorry, but you just stand no chance against the axe. Okay, so if we go over here, there are some fellows hanging out. Hello. Oh, that key dodge. So good. What happened to all of our stones? Oh, I guess they just took them away. Alright, so I was gonna say, a stone might be useful here. It's like the game is listening to me! A little late on the key pulse there. All of the stances have their uses. I think if you're just starting out with the axe, you might actually want to start with low stance. But I've gotten so used to it that mid stance is great for me, and there will be certain enemies you'll see where we'll want to use high stance. Changing stance is very important. Even if you don't do it a lot, you still want to get good at it for the instances where you need it. You have to take it on an enemy by enemy basis. hopefully I get some dual swords soon, so we can show those off. I've never seen anything better than the Hotake compilation in my life. Yeah, it's really good. If you guys haven't seen the Hotake compilation, it's pretty funny. The reactions from all the panelists are great. If somebody could do me a solid and link it in chat, that would be awesome. For those that do want to see it. So spear enemies are actually the worst to fight. They can be the trickiest. Excuse me. Just because they have so much range. For me, anyway. Alright. Let's go! And they like to backdash more than other enemies. Or some other enemies. There we go. There's my dual katanas. Let's go. It's nice knowing, because I've done this so much, it's nice knowing where every enemy is. Like, hello. Yeah, so you can just hit them until they're dead with the dual katanas because you stagger them so much. Wish I had a ranged weapon. That would make dealing with that situation up there a little easier. Is there a dash cancel, Ben? Yeah, so somebody said this earlier. Something that separates it from the souls is you can actually cancel out of, like, attacks. Like that. And that becomes extremely useful. Like, what makes Nioh such a manageable game is how much mobility you have and how much flexibility you have when attacking. Like, I feel like in Souls, when you attack, you're more committed to that attack. Whereas, like, if you attack in Nioh and you're like, oh shit, that didn't go so well, if you're quick enough, you can get out of it, which is sick, in my opinion. Alright, I might switch to the axe here just because it's multiple dudes. And we'll switch back to the katanas. There's a big guy up here. I think I'm going to feel more comfortable using an axe on him. Get a little damage with the stone. Aggro him to a wider area. Always smart. Like Souls, you do want to try and like lead enemies to a arena that's going to be more favorable for you, right? So something to think about. Oh! I should have expected the follow-up attack there. Heal for safety. We actually don't have that many elixirs. Should be more careful. Thought he was just going to do 2 attacks there. His timing of his attacks is really fucking with me. I did the dash in there because I thought I was going to stagger him, and it totally didn't. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Alright, so we upgraded 2 pieces of gear there. That'll be nice. That'll be very, very nice. We've got the spear. We might want to use that. Let me see if I can just make it past these guys without them noticing. Yeah. It'll be fine. if you set it up right with just the small enemies, you can just mash away. It's great. Obviously, you have to pay attention to your stamina, but... Alright, so there's my souls. Come back here a little bit, please. So there we changed stances to get the flip attack, which has so much range. And it really helped us out there in that situation. And I feel like that went better than the first time we fought those guys, and it's just because we took a different approach. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright. Let's have a rematch. Get as much stamina back as possible. There we go. We did it. So if we go up here, this leads to our first yokai. And it leads to the second half of the map. But we actually want to go around. There's a bow you can get and all this stuff. So we don't want to go up here quite yet. How much Koba did you do during your review? I've summoned a few people. I mean, I've played primarily alone, but the co-op is a pretty easy thing to evaluate. You do it like 3 times, and you're like, "Yep, you can summon people, and they can help you out with the mission." It's really not very complicated. I don't know if I have any of the Kodama cups yet, but when we get to the shrine, we could try to summon somebody if you guys want to see it. I think you have to beat the mission first before you can summon, so maybe we can't do that. It feels wrong. So many people in this game. I don't know. Alright, so we can learn some skills. We've got 4 points. So this is the finishing move that I was talking about. So instead of just knocking them down and hitting them on the ground, we can do this sick axe move where we just slam them in the face. So we definitely want that. That's an important skill to get. It does a little bit more damage than the one that hits them on the ground. What else do we want? Oh, this is really good. So it's high stance only, but when you key pulse, you raise the damage caused by your next attack, which is good. And you can also get that for mid stance. We use mid stance the most, so let's use that there. And what else do we want? Let's look at dual sword abilities. This is really good. So this follows up with a roundhouse kick, and it just extends your combo. Oops. So we'll get that as well. So we're going to bait this guy. Hopefully this big guy fight goes better than the last one we had. Alright, so now we can try that finishing move, which is just beautiful. We don't want to follow up because we're so low on ki, so we backed off there to regen. This guy's just going nuts. Much better. Beautiful. Unfortunately, because we don't have a ranged weapon, there's not... We just kind of have to avoid this guy's arrows. We might actually come back for these items. We're going to go over here. It's going to open up a shortcut. Get back to the shrine. There are some zombie dudes down here that we want to be careful for. The reason you want to be careful around zombie dudes is they can poison you. And it's really annoying to deal with. So Sacred Water is a very good item. It restores your key recovery speed for a time. So it's something you're probably going to want to use, especially during like big battles or boss fights or things like that. Okay, so there, when you're fighting the guys that are crawling along the ground, this is not going to hit them, or it's going to like not register sometimes. You want to use a downward slash like this or like this to get a more consistent swing, so you don't end up in a position where you're trying to kill things and you're not hitting them. Oh god! Alright, you caught me off guard. Good sir. Luckily that one's slow, so we should be able to deal with the crawling guy first. I don't know why he's backdashing. Come on. There we go. So yeah, that heavy stance attack is just so good. How big is the demo compared to the rest of the game? So the demo is just like one full level. I don't even know how many levels are in the full game. There's so many. It's a very, very, very long game. Longer than a typical Souls game, I think. Like if you do everything, if you do the submissions and all that stuff, which you should do to prepare yourself for the main missions, you're probably looking at around 70 hours, I would say, on average. Depending on your playstyle. But that's my guess. I'm just thinking about it now, but I missed a bunch of resubs and subs. I super apologize for that. Mere Kitten I saw resubscribed for 6 months a long time ago. Here's just a wall of Sophie's and some love and respect. Chat, let me know if I miss any more of that stuff. This is an easy game to get distracted with. Oh, it was Sophie's birthday yesterday, everybody. Sophie has a Twitter account, which is the best Twitter account that there is. Everybody go wish Sophie a happy birthday. That dog deserves it. I think it's Easy A Sophie Pup is the handle. We have a bow now. So we just beat the game. Let's equip that antidote as well. Before we unlock the shortcut, let's go around and gather all the items. So, when you fight big yokai, they tend to drop elixirs, and it's a good, once you get good at fighting them, it's a good way to farm. It's just in these early goings, we're not fighting a lot of big yokai, so we're not getting a lot of elixirs. We got a charm, which is good. Doesn't even, like, we don't have any charms, so it doesn't even matter what it is, we're just gonna auto-equip it. If Neo has yokai, does that mean Dark Souls has Pokemon? It's pretty funny. These are revenants, so this is where other players have died. You can fight them. It's cool. I don't think we want to do it right this second. Okay, so here's the shortcut. It takes us back to the shrine. You have to kick down this ladder, the second ladder. I actually don't think we're going to use the shrine. I think we're in okay shape. But it's good that if we do die, we unlock it. Alright, let's keep moving forward. The reason I don't want to use it is I don't want to respawn everything. The tombs are useful to get gear because you have a chance to get to see a copy of the gear the player died on, whether it's when it's killing the revenant. Yes, that is true. It's a good point, Max Rage. It is a good way to farm for gear. Totally. There's another shrine up here, actually, I forgot about. I forgot about it. Alright, we might be able to drop attack this fool. We're pretty high up. We're probably actually too high up. We should go down another level. Really? That doesn't seem like a smart strat to me. So that's the drop attack. Very powerful, as you can see. If I think Bloodborne is too hard, should I try this game? Possibly. Now that I'm used to it, I actually do think it's easier than Bloodborne or Dark Souls. But it takes a long time to get used to it, to understand all of the mechanics, like what to do when. And so I think at first it can definitely appear a lot more difficult. So maybe. Maybe. I really love it though. It just feels so good. So good. We have 12 arrows, so we can just go nuts. Cheese souls. I'm gonna try fighting this yokai without leveling up. See how that goes. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Can I just distract you? Yes, I can. There we go. Oh, you want that final blow. It's so good. And we have enough ki that we can just keep pummeling away, but he dodged. Oh, so good. Feels so good. So we might have the best Twitter account now, but I will always hold a special place in my heart for the Damiani-kun Twitter account. Yeah, sadly inactive, but great Twitter account. So this is kind of what I was talking about, thinning the crowds. The arrow, so if an enemy has a helmet and you shoot them with an arrow, you'll just pop up the helmet and not do any damage. And so when you're using the bow and arrow, you want to target enemies that don't have helmets or don't have like the big steel helmets. Because you can just do that. And now he's dead. You wasted all of your stamina. Ooh, we got a new axe? Did we get a new axe? We did! The special effects on all this stuff is garbage. We do want to equip the bomb, I think. The bomb can be really good early on. Okay, so there's a dude here. I think there's a dude in that building as well. There are some times where your attack will go through them, and they must have like iframes or something, but it just looks kind of weird. It's like, no, my axe connected with you. Yeah, okay, so we don't have the skill where we can sneak up on this guy yet. I really want that skill. Let me just learn something right in front of this enemy. I don't remember where it is that lets you sneak up on them. Is it ninjutsu? Whatever. We don't need it right now. We'll learn ninjutsu in a little bit. It would make sense, I guess, if it was ninjutsu.
この不足なんて重さだ。これじゃまともに動けねえ。
Oh, so much gear! So much gear, so much gear. Oh, yeah, 12 to 24? We don't have the stats to get the boosts here. We don't have the stats to get the special effects, so that's something to consider when we level up. I need 7 stamina. Yeah, I need 7 stamina for this as well. So that's going to be good to level up as soon as we do this. Is my stamina at 5 now? No, so I only need to put 1 point in stamina to get the special effects of that gear. So this is much heavier armor, and you can see I'm moving slower. Something to consider, I know a lot of people don't like the decrease in mobility. I've gotten used to it. I'm using a heavy armor build on my main dude. Because I still, like, you're slower, but I still feel like you're decently fast. How's my equipment ratio? Yeah, we're fine. Alright, so this is going to be a difficult fight, just because we're so low level. I've fought so many of these things, hopefully we prevail. I might actually pop a Sacred Water here. Alright, let's go. So you just want to bait them into attacking, and then counter, and then eventually it'll make them run out of stamina, and that's when you can pummel away. This guy doesn't want to attack, though, for some reason. So that's okay. We just run away and heal. And you want to purify those, like, yokai puddles, because they'll ruin your stamina regeneration. So we just keep pulse, back away, kind of do this. We're not doing a ton of damage, unfortunately, which is making this fight more dangerous than it needs to be. So after a grab like that is a great time to go and attack. Or after, like, a berserk attack like this, you just get so much time to attack and back away. Like, the side swipes that he does can be risky because he might do a follow-up attack afterward. Or that can be risky because he might do a follow-up attack afterward. Yeah, like that. Like, it knows when you're going in. Almost got that key depleted. When we deplete their key, they'll stagger. So they won't stagger until then. But yeah, you just want to play very patiently, very safe. Or I play very patiently and very safe. And there we go. Now we can just wail away and stagger them. And that's it. That's the fight. Oh, we got some armor. Oh, so the travel amulet will let you return to the shrine you last prayed at without losing Amrita. Good item. That's what it does. Use it. Oh, we have to get the key. I thought the yokai dropped the key, but he doesn't. You have to go get the key over here. Key. Yokai generally have weak points, also that you can aim for specifically. Yeah, so like a lot of them, the weak point is the head. Like that generic yokai there, the weak point is the head. You can just... Sometimes if you land a correct strike, they'll just fall over. Alright. So we should have a lot... We should be able to level up a few times here. I think. Salt is good. Salt does a large amount of stamina damage to yokai specifically. And stamina damage is almost as important as health damage. You also get Amrita for praying at shrines. By the way. Alright, so we're going to level up stamina once. And then we're going to focus on body and strength. That's what we want for now. 5 levels there. Pretty good. Yeah, I was going to say, I think there's a Kodama over here. So, I'm sorry guys, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I will be right back and we will continue plowing through this mission of Neo. 1 sec. Alright guys, I'm back. I think something that a lot of players don't know about, that's really, you may not want to do it at the beginning when you're still learning, but you probably want to get used to eventually, is hitting enemies from behind does way more damage. And so blocking or dodging their attack, dashing behind them, and then pummeling away is a very good strategy. Again, it takes some practice to get used to, but once you do, it's great. Alright, so we got that Kodama. I missed a bunch of Kodamas in the other area. But that's okay. Got a better longbow. That guy didn't stand a chance. Trying to hide the fact that I'm watching Twitch at work right now. Nice. Nice. Good luck. I hope you don't get caught. I mean that. I actually don't want to approach that guy from this way, but I may not have a choice. I may not have a choice. There are just arrow dudes above that will help me if I'm not careful. Yeah, so there's a guy up there. Hop. And there's a yokai fight right around here as well. There it is. Okay. Okay. The yokai. This is not a great area to fight him, but we'll do what we can. Okay, it's too far away for that to work. That's okay. So yeah, as you can see, like, he just keeps doing the same thing over and over, so you just gotta learn that pattern. Ah, that backdash. Or that back flip, I guess I should say. There we go. And yeah, we got an elixir from the big yokai, as we are likely going to get every single time. But yeah, even with heavy armor, I just feel so mobile. With the zombies, if you do 2 hits, they'll fall down to the ground every single time, and you can do that finishing blow. Cartridge Club resubbed. Thank you so much, and thank you, Candy Quartertones, for pointing it out. Cartridge Club subscribed with Twitch Prime for 3 months in a row. Thank you so much. Here are some lovely Sophies and little sneaky PJ. Appreciate the support, dude. So we're trucking along just fine here. If you were a yokai, which Hogwarts house would you belong to? I have no idea. Probably Hufflepuff, if I had to guess. We can actually drop, there's a hole you can drop down in here, and there's some dudes. Or just one dude. I don't know why he didn't attack right away. I'll wait for him to kill me. First level, though. Is this a armored fellow? No, it's not. Hufflepuff is the best house. I like that. I like the Hufflepuff hype. Hufflepuff doesn't get enough love. Nor does Ravenclaw, for that matter. Whoops. Somebody's coming to kill me. Oh, there you are. I will say, like, every time an enemy notifies you, your minimap will pulse red like that and make a sound. If it didn't do that, this game would be much, much harder. I come to rely on that sound a lot. I've come to rely on that sound a lot, I guess I should say. Hello. Oh. There's somebody behind me as well. See, were it not for that sound, that guy probably would have totally surprised me. Ben, would you like to see Ryu Hayabusa DLC in Neo? Absolutely. I would be on top of that immediately. I'm surprised it's not like some pre-order bonus or something, but yes, I would love that. Big fan of Ryu Hayabusa. Totally. What's the context on why a Japanese person is talking to you? That's a great question. So, they're like, your character, William, can see spirits and Amrita, and on certain corpses there are Amrita memories, and so it's the memories of that person trapped in that thing, and that's what he's experiencing, or at least that's my understanding of it. Anyway, that's the context. This is like a gift your character has. Okay. Is there anybody above us? It doesn't look like it. All right, so time to fight another yokai. I might try to rush up there with Salt immediately. Okay, that did nothing. Maybe Salt is no good after all. Oh, it did purify the area, I guess. Should have expected that swipe. It's fine. Could have attacked there. Come on, buddy. Attack more, please. There we go. So we kept hitting his head, and it just sucked out his stamina. This is good. Come on. There we go. Took a while, but we got it. Yeah, I just need to do more damage. That's the main issue. Okay. So this increases our magic power, which we don't have. It makes us take more damage from firearms. What does this do? Earth damage, plus... It doesn't give us earth damage, but if we had earth damage, it would enhance it. Living weapon enhancement is good. Yokai damage reduction is good. We want this for sure. Heal for safety. Not getting an elixir from that guy is a bit of a bummer. Before going into a boss fight, I like to have like the full 8. But maybe we can still make that happen. We can also make offerings. We haven't acquired that much gear, though. Unfortunately. The make offering system is really cool. So if you guys don't know what it is, We can explain that before we do the boss fight. After we open up the shortcut. This guy wants to get in a sniper duel. Oops. I missed. You win this round. That guy lost, though. There we go. So this is another hole you can drop into, which I'm probably going to do. Just want to kill as much stuff as possible, get the experience. I forgot it was an armored dude. Can't see. Alright, so this is the beginning of the stream, but Frame Trap is awesome. Favorite show by far, love and respect. Thank you, dude. Always nice to hear. I liked the way the last episode went down. I thought I had a good flow to it. Good banter back and forth. So I was happy with it. I'm not always happy with every episode, but I was happy with that one. For sure. The panel did great, as they always do. Then we have a resub. Thank you, The Great Arcanum, for reminding me. Oberon and anybody else that did as well. Oberon, 4 months in a row. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, dude. Here are some Sophies. And the first Dirty Dawn of the day. Congratulations. There's loot over here, right? Yeah. You know, I thought I was going to go through this quicker, but just... I can't... The loot lust is real. I want to kill everything, collect everything. It's hard not to do. So we get a rifle here, which is great. Very powerful. Very powerful. How do I get over to that side? Where do I climb from? Is it across the other way? It might be across the other way. Oh, yeah, it totally is. Okay. I want that Kodama. I want that Kodama, but let's fight this yokai first. Is there an enemy? Yeah, there is. So this guy's going to take pot shots at us while we're fighting, and we don't want that. Take it slow, everybody. Scout out the area, because you just don't want, like, archers and stuff taking advantage of you. Oh, he's just going to come. He's going to run at us. All right. Maybe he didn't have a bow at all. Nice attack. Oops, I thought that would kill you. Oh my! Did not mean to activate you, Mr. Yokai. Let's go, though. Oh, right away, right away. Give me that damage. Let's go. We're fighting in a terrible spot. Okay, that works. He just wants that pool so bad, and I keep saying, nope, you can't. You can't have it. He interrupted his own attack there. Oh, we're out of stamina. That's bad. We got into that situation. where we got overconfident and we lost our stamina. Just die, please. And we had to waste an elixir as a result. Not good. Not good. What's going on, chat? Just a suggestion for the anime podcast, whatever it is you're talking about, could you mention where a viewer might be able to see it? Blu-ray releases, DVDs, Crunchyroll, etc. Yeah, we were supposed to do that for the first episode, but did not. Just something that we forgot about. But yeah, there have been a lot of good suggestions about formatting the anime show that I really like, and I think we're going to experiment with. So, I'm excited. I'm really pumped for the second episode. I think it's going to be even better than the first. I think JoJo's still in the lead on the poll. It's going to be very hype as well. Just a friendly reminder, the polling... What are you doing? What are you doing? The polling for the What We Watch for $1 and up patrons, it closes on Saturday. So keep that in mind, everybody. Alright, let's go get that cute little yokai. What do you say? We got a lot of Amrita as well, a lot of experience. Which is good. Oh, that's okay. We fell. So I want to go back and across to get to that yokai, right? No? Gundam Podcast win? Good question. It's, Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam was on the poll. It just depends on what you guys vote for. It's hard because, and it's one of the most frustrating things about doing the anime show, and it's not your fault, and it's not really even our fault. It's just, there's so much anime, you know, and we want to talk about so much, but we want to give everything, like, its fair shake and give it an appropriate level of depth, and, yeah, it's just, it's hard to do. Why am I... whatever. I can kick down this water up above. That might be actually make it easier to get across and get that Kodama. Now that I think about it. There's a guy over here, right? Somewhere? No? Okay, I thought there was. Ben, is the anime podcast monthly? Yep, it is monthly for now. And I know it seems like we need to do it more frequently. We can't. With the production timeline the way that it is, the number of people we have, the way that we like do things, it can't happen more than once a month. But like, I would love for it to happen every other week, like Frame Trap or something. So. We want that too. We're gonna make it happen if we can, but just for the beginning here, it's only gonna be once a month. I'm gonna try not to heal. Save these elixirs for the boss. Oh, look at all of that gear! Yes! A 14 boost in attack. More defense. People are saying that they prefer monthly. That's good. That's good to hear. Maybe that just is, even under like more ideal circumstances, maybe that just is the right time to do it. So yeah, hearing that stuff is useful for us because it can be hard to gauge people sometimes. All right, I know we've been kind of moving slowly here. Apologize. There you are. Ben, what mode do you enjoy playing the most? Action mode or movie mode? Action, because you get 60 frames, more consistent frame rate. Frame rate is more important to me than it looking better. So I've messed around with movie mode, but yeah, action all the way for sure. It's the mode I would recommend for players as well. Like I think having that frame rate is so important. Yeah, we go up and around, right? Or do we go through? We go through. Don't poison me, please. Please don't poison me. They can just be slippery sometimes. And then they poison you. And then you're sad. We should equip some antidotes as well. Have you played Fire Emblem Heroes yet? Yeah, I've played a lot of it. I think I'm on chapter 7 for the story. We talked about it on Frame Trap. I think Kyle really, really hates it, and I don't think it's amazing, but I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun collecting the characters, playing, you know, Fire Emblem Light. It's certainly not nowhere near as good as a real Fire Emblem game, but I don't know. It's kind of nice when I don't want to think to just tap out some things in Fire Emblem. It's kind of been like a stress relief game for me. If I had to review it, though, I think I would give it like 3 stars. It's not great. Oh my god. I'm getting trolled. Alright, so now we should probably heal. Can we get away with not healing? Are we brave? Okay. Nioh, as much as I love Nioh does reuse a lot of the same tricks. Ranged enemies out of your sight, it uses like in every level all the time. Like, look out for archers. They will mess up your day. It's going to happen. Oh, that didn't kill you. Alright. So here's how we're going to handle this. Fire Demon Dog, go! Wait, how did that not... Okay, we wasted the Fire Demon Dog. I thought I was going to final blow him, but I was too slow. Oh! Wouldn't have died there if I didn't step in the fire. Just wouldn't have died. We didn't waste an elixir, though. So that's something. And I think the shortcut that we opened with the fire, the water putting out the fire should still be present. I should have hit that guy twice. Not 3 times. Yeah, fire will kill you so fast. So fast. Right, what did we aggro? What did we aggro? I thought we were aggroed like an archer or something as well. Okay, should be pretty straightforward getting back to our corpse, luckily. That shortcut is going to really help us out. Environmental deaths are always the worst, like in Souls, or in this, when you like accidentally fall off a ledge. Those are the ones that really hurt, you know? They're just like, oh god damn it. Alright, so there's our corpse. Oh, there's a guy up here as well. Hello, both of you. Welcome to my show. Now you're dead. Watch out for that fire. Oh man, do not get killed by the fire twice. I'm gonna use the rifle here because it's a little bit stronger. Maybe we'll kill him in one hit. Oops. Okay, or just hit the edge. What? 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 Oh, this game! come from? Come on. There we go. There we go. We can buy more ammo after the mission, so like using it pretty liberally is not a big deal. Okay, so now that guy's dead, so it should just be one dude. Let's get away from the fire and not die from the fire. There we go. Not so bad. Heist Boots subscribed for 11 months in a row. Thank you so much. Heist Boots, that's a long time. Here are some lovely, lovely Sophies and a little Rainy Day Ian for you. Yeah, we just had to play smarter there. That's all we had to do. Ben, can you play Fashion Neo, or is the samurai look the only good-looking thing? That's a great question on Mission Quest. You can totally play Fashion Neo. So there's samurai gear like this, and then there's also like mage gear and ninja gear. And all three of those things have different advantages depending on your build. And you can also, with the blacksmith, refashion gear to look like other things. So if you are a Fashion Souls player like me, that makes you extremely happy. Oh, I heard a Kodama, I think. I think there's one above us. I think there's one above us. Excuse me. What do you think of the other weapons? How much did you try them? I tried all of them pretty extensively. They're all very, very good. It really does come down to personal playstyle, but certain weapons are good at certain things. Like, I think the axe is very good against big enemies, whereas, like, the dual swords are very good against small enemies. Spear has the best range, and that, if you play it right, can be extremely useful. But I think you have to be a little bit more on top of, like, changing stances. The Kurisagama, I think I'm pronouncing that right, is insane. Like, it has crazy good combos, has great range, is easy to use. Doesn't quite have, like, the high damage threshold of some other weapons, but it's really, really, really good. Ugh! Get out of that fire! Get out of that fire, okay. Whew! Yeah, so there's the Kodama that we want. There are a bunch of enemies here that we can pick off with bows. As well. The Chainblade thing? Yeah, that's the Kurisagama, I think, is how you pronounce that. Could be wrong. But I don't think we've gotten one yet, which is why I can't show it off. I can, like, if you guys want me to show off the spear, I'm happy to do so. But otherwise, and I can show off the regular katana too. I think the regular katana is a little boring. It's super good. Very, very good. Just a little boring. For me, anyway. Did you use the blacksmith a lot? Yes, I use the blacksmith a ton. You don't have to, but why not take every advantage that you can? And the blacksmith certainly does give you an advantage. There's loot down there. There's also a Kodama that we can drop down and get. Hello. As soon as I unlock the blacksmith, we'll go through that stuff. We're getting to it soon. We're almost at the boss. Ben, give me a reason why I should go buy this game. I'm on the edge. I just need the extra push. The combat feels fantastic. It's just fun killing dudes. If you love excellent controls and great combat, this is the game to play right now. Also, you know, I'm not necessarily a believer that every game needs to be 70 hours long, but there's so much in this game. Like, if you are somebody that doesn't have a lot of money, you can buy Neo and play it for a long time. There's so many missions, so many bosses, there's so much to get through that it's really worth your time and money. I don't know, it gives you a lot for $60, which is a nice thing to be able to say. Alright, so I wanted to... Okay, no, I think we can just move on. That hurt. That was dumb. I got distracted by my own talking. So we're gonna hold off on those two gentlemen right there for a second. And we missed. That's okay, we can just fight him. He doesn't really, you don't notice me? And we aggroed everything. Take out the archers first, because they take less hits. Well, this guy's almost out of stamina. Not too bad. Not too bad. What exactly is reforging? We will get there. I know you guys got a lot of blacksmith questions. It is very confusing. It's very overwhelming. We're almost at the blacksmith. I love how much you can punish blocking in this game. I love it. Back roll. I wish this axe had some life recovery on it with like final blow or something. But no, it's just a normal axe. Sub! We got a sub! Smelly Kimchi! It's a funny name. Just subscribe. Brand new sub. Everybody show Smelly Kimchi some love, please. Here's some Godfrey. Some cactus hype. We need a Sadra emote as well, right? I guess that's just a cactuar. Maybe we couldn't get away with that. Is there? I think there might be a little cave over here. Yeah, there is. There is a little cave. So, the boss fight that we're doing, not that bad. There's just one attack that I struggle with because it behaves really weird. It's this ball attack. And sometimes the balls will bounce off the walls when you don't expect it and hit you. Hopefully that doesn't happen here, but you'll probably get to see that. Onryoki, I think is the name. Okay, so I think we've got everything. Oh no, we gotta go kill the yokai. Gotta go kill the yokai. It's waiting for us.
It was supposed to be an easy job for easy money.
You know, in case we die at the yokai, let's open up the shortcut beforehand. That seems smart, right? I don't think we will, but you never know. So this is how you get into this building. You have to drop in this way. The front door is locked. And it just, like, makes you fight him here. So we're going to go ahead and use the Guardian weapon, just because it's, like, such a dangerous arena. So there we just kind of went balls to the walls. And it paid off. Ooh. Yokai close combat damage plus 10.9%. That's great. Proficiency bonus 9.2. That's pretty good. Durability of living weapons is very, very good. We take more damage from fire, but that's not a big of a deal. So we want that. We'll switch it out for that. So there's a rarity system. So common is white, then it goes yellow, blue, purple. Is what you want with that. And it just means that they have more special effects and usually higher quality special effects as well. Alright, so we're gonna go get our health back. Level up. We'll fight a boss. Oh, there's a yokai. I'm not gonna... Oh, it's right here. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna waste time going and getting it, but it's right there. We probably should have changed our Kodama Blessing a while ago, but I don't know if we had any Kodama to do that. Can you jump in this game, Ben? No, you cannot. Getting more health early is pretty good. So I was going to pump 2 points into strength, but 1 and 1 seems better here. How much more do I need to level up? Oh, I can level up again. Oh, I can level up 3 more times. Alright. That's great. Alright, let's go fight the boss. Hope this goes well. Check if you have spirit stones. I do. I'm not too worried about it now. I can definitely get more levels. Well, I might as well do it now, I guess, right? We have a lot of spirit stones. That also boosted my living weapon, which is nice. We could make some offerings, things that we know we're not going to use. Like, we probably want to get rid of anything that's common, for sure, that isn't equipped. All of this garbage can go. So what you do is you make an offering. I really like the loot system because you get a lot of loot, but you can use it in so many different ways. So at the blacksmith, you can disassemble it to get parts needed for forging and reforging, or at a shrine, you can disassemble it to get Amrita, which you use to level up. And so deciding what to do with it can be pretty important. Also, when you make offerings, you get gifts. So you get like elixirs or antidotes or things like that. And that can be really useful as well. So what level are we at? 13? Okay, cool. Does this game have a diminishing return system like Souls? It does. It's kind of weird. So, like, sometimes when you put a point into strength, you'll only get, like, a +1 to attack, and other times you'll get a +3. And so it kind of, like, has different thresholds, like some of the Souls games do, where you're not always getting an equivalent bonus, depending on the stat that you're leveling out. It's a little confusing. Alright, here we go. First real boss. I would love another DMC. I desperately want another DMC. If there's not a DMC 5 at E3, what is going on? I want Ninja Gaiden 4. I also want Ninja Gaiden 4. Playing through Ninja Gaiden Sigma with you guys was so much fun. If you guys haven't seen that playthrough, it's on Easy Allies Plays, and I don't know, maybe it's not as good as I think it is, but I just had a blast playing through it. Alright, here we go. So this guy, this boss fight right here teaches you to not be greedy, and it does an excellent job at it. You only want to attack when he does, like, the overhead stuff. Because, like, when he does the swing, it'll go around his entire body. You don't want to be near him when he does that. Oh my god. That was bad. Okay. Let's play it smart. You can bait his attacks as well. We're taking way too much damage, by the way. Okay, so he went in for another one. We can get in, get out. So anytime you're in front of him, he's going to do that overhead. And then when you're behind him or to the side, he's going to do the spin attack, which is much more dangerous. Okay, so he's going to do a spin attack. No, okay. But yeah, that's... Why am I not dodging? Alright. Anytime he does a follow-up, like, straight up and down attack, you want to get another hit. He's being... this pattern is actually being really generous to me. He's not doing a lot of the side attacks. He's doing a lot of the overhead attacks, which is great. But yeah, you just kind of hit, get in, get out. Okay, so second phase. In some ways easier, in some ways harder, depending on the attack. Like, that doesn't do very much damage, so it's not a big deal. That does. Just gonna go pick up a ball. Yeah, the tracking on that ball attack is pretty suspect. It's better to be farther away when he does it. This is a great attack because it's really easy to avoid, and you always get a free hit in. You want to watch out for the grab. It does a ton of damage, as you would expect. His side swipes are the hardest to dodge. His weak point is his head, so what you can do, actually, if you're not dying, you can use a bow and arrow to hit him, but it's risky, of course. Yeah, his patterns are being really generous to me. Alright, back up. Dodge. Smash face. Heal for safety. Alright, so we're just going to use the fire form since he's low on stamina to finish him off. And there we go. We did it. Definitely had to use way more healing items than I should have, but still went okay. This gives us, like, it's got less defense, but it gives us almost 4% more experience, and it gives us more life. So I think we want to equip it, even though the defense is slightly worse. Alright. Some better dual katanas. And there we go, it's the first mission. Okay, I just want to say, you probably have already seen this, but this cutscene, I love it. It's hilarious to me.
Who are you?
A foreigner? Your skill against Oni is impressive.
As is your skill with English.
My name is Hanzo Hattori. And you are?
Call me William. I'm here in pursuit of someone.
An enemy, perhaps? Hunting a person down in a strange land will not be easy. If you lend me your strength in fighting Oni, I will help you in return. Well then.
I want a pocket cat.
Dawn is breaking.
Please. I want a pocket cat.
Come.
it feels like it's a little dark in here. I'm actually not centered on the camera. I'm gonna turn on the lamp real quick, guys. Alright.
天下人であった太閤秀吉様が亡くなり、この国では今
Check your
二人の
pocket
侍
cat to see
が
how
歯を
dark
競
it
っ
is.
ておる。一人は秀吉様を継いだ石田三成、もう一人は我が主君徳川家康様。わしは家康様から西国大名たちの調略を任され、この九州へ参ったのだ。ウィリアム、近頃巷には地味猛量が出没し、大名たちは手を焼いておる。鬼を切るその腕を売り込めば調略の好機となろう。案ずるな。あやかし騒ぎを追えばお主の仇も現れよう。まずは家康様に近しい隣国豊前の官兵衛殿のもとに参ろう。
Did you play on PS4 Pro? Yeah, I've only played on PS4 Pro so far. What mode do you feel is best? Action, 4K, mixed? I think in a game like this, you know, where every hit matters and, you know, reaction time is so important and all that stuff, like, you want frame rate. So I recommend playing in action mode. That's just my preference, though. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff. Alright, so we can go over the blacksmith. Blacksmith is very, very, very important. Also, Tome is just awesome. She's just a badass. Okay, so she can explain all of this stuff. It's confusing. I had to, like, spend a long time just figuring it out. But I've got my head around it now. So, the important options here are Forge, Soul Match, and Reforge. And we'll go over these one by one. So Forge lets you just make a new item. Okay, so we go to Axe. These are the required materials. You need the ingot, you need the wood, and that other thing. And then it's telling you this is the attack range that whatever you make might be. So you're rolling for it, essentially, right? Depending on the quality of materials, the rarity of materials that you're using, the better the weapon will be. Okay, at the top, it lets you know which % chance it is for you to get that thing. So if I did have the ingredients, it's saying, like, there's a 66% chance that I would make a common axe, right? A 5% chance that I would make the best type of axe. And again, depending on the material that you're using, that percentage for the rarities will go up or down. Alright, and you can also, it's same thing with armor, right? Exact same thing. And then tools that you can make. So these are like elemental amulets that can apply elemental damage to your weapon. Alright, so that's Forge. Soul Match is important because, like, on my main character, I have a full set of named gear, and I get a bonus for each piece of gear that I have equipped. And so, like, because I have all 6 pieces, I get a ton of different bonuses. I want to keep that, but I'm finding equipment that is higher level than my, like, named set. And so what you can do is you can take a lower level weapon that you really like, okay? So, like, I can take this Black Steel Axe, and I can, as a material, use a higher level weapon. As you can see, on the right here, if I use this higher level spear, I can raise this level of this axe, make it level 10, match the level of the spear, and increase the attack slightly. So, I know that might be a little bit confusing, but essentially it just allows you to beef up lower level gear with higher level gear. Also, there's some equipment, like, do you see this symbol here, this strong attack damage, strong attack key damage? If you have maximum familiarity, which you raise by using whetstones or just by simply using the weapon, you can pass on that ability to another weapon. which can be really useful. So if there's an ability you really like but you want it somewhere else, that's a way you can do it. Okay. I would actually argue that Reforge is the best and most useful thing. So what Reforging allows you to do is, again, let's go to the axe, use it as an example. So these special effects, it allows you to re-roll them. So we don't... Quick attack key reduction, not very useful for us. We can re-roll it. It's a random chance that you... Like, whatever you get is totally random. So you have to reforge multiple times to get what you want. But it allows you to turn a bad special effect on a good weapon into a good special effect. So let's re-roll and see what we get. Enemies defeated damage bonus. That's awesome. Even though it's, like, this is a rare special effect. But the more enemies we defeat, the more that damage bonus will go up. It's got a D scaling rating, so it's not amazing, but it's much better than the special effect that we had before. You can also refashion, so that's like if I want to make this axe look like that axe, I can do that. So that's just transmog. That's pretty self-explanatory. Later on, you can unlock the more money that you spend. You can, for like your patronage, you can raise the level of the blacksmith, and you can unlock things like the barber and that sort of stuff. All right, so that was a lot of explanation. I hope that made sense. Let me know if you have more questions, chat. Always buy ammo after a mission. Like, just stock up on stuff. I don't need that many antidotes. Actually, I'm not gonna buy any antidotes. The special finds changes from mission to mission. I always love it when they give you special ammo. So this is like a stronger arrow that we want to stock up on. How's fashion stills in this game? You can play fashion stills like crazy. So the Tori mode is you can team up with other players. You can go to the Yokai Realm. So this is going to tell us about ninjutsu, which is another build that you can go. So there's essentially... Samurai focuses on weapons, all of your weapons. Ninjutsu focuses on things like shuriken and kunai and speed. And then you have magic, which is your spells, like throwing fireballs and stuff like that. So we're going to do this. We're going to unlock some ninja gear. Hattori Hanzo is going to show us the way. Who's the better smith, this lady or Goto from Berserk? I don't know. Goto's pretty tough to beat. Asari Folia is auto-hosting you. Thank you so much. Alright. The locks, so you get samurai locks, ninja locks, and magic locks. They let you get the corresponding skill points. So because we consumed the ninja locks, we now have 5 ninja skill points that we can spend. So it's going to teach us about shuriken here, which is a ninjutsu move. At a shrine, you can ready your magic / ninjutsu. So it's like preparing spells in Dark Souls at a bonfire. It's the same thing. Pretty much. So we go here, ready jutsu. Okay. We're in ninjutsu. And we want to equip it. We can only equip so much depending on our attributes. But we're going to equip the shuriken here. And the blinding shell. Shurikens are good. They just give you another tool to poke it and harass enemies with. So now we've got to kill them. Let's try a blinding shell on these guys. Yeah. So we can just be a sneaky little quick ninja and throw shuriken. And this is a build that you can like prioritize in the game if you want. And there's special ninja gear that helps you with your ninjutsu. And things like that. Oops, we missed. It was a bad throw. And there we go. We can mess around with ninjutsu more if you guys want to see a ninja character. Because we've got the gear for it. We should raise our skill, though, if we want to use it. Now, if you got me curious to see what a magic build is like, yeah, you don't unlock magic until a little bit later, but magic is super, super useful. Even if you don't go all the way with it, you get spells that can slow down enemies and can slow down bosses, like, to half of their movement speed and attack speed. So bosses that seem really, really hard, you just pop one of those and they're dead. You can also get spells that lower defense, which is extremely useful. Like, magic is very, very strong. Alright. Yeah, let's raise our skill. Right? That's what we want. But yeah, you just don't get magic until a little later. Skill required 7. I always hate that in Souls where you're like, I want to use this thing, but I need 2 more levels or whatever. I want to look like a ninja, though. I'm not gonna lie. Do we have... This is all we have for ninja armor right now. Oh, no, we got pants. We got pants. Look at us. Ninjaing it up. So we can ready shuriken. We need to raise our dexterity so we can get some more jutsu. Because, like, we don't have enough jutsu to use kunai yet. After throwing a shuriken, pressing the assign button throws another shuriken. So double shuriken here. That seems good. Galnut broth. So it's a poison. You can add poison to your weapon. Antitoxin pills. Increase your resistance to poison. Paralytic effect. Increase your resistance to poison. Blinding shell seems like a more useful PvP thing. I like bombs. Bombs are good. That increases the number of arrows. Yeah, we'll do some bombs. I don't think we can equip shuriken and bombs. However. Alright. Do we have any samurai skills that we can use? We've got a lot. So much. That's really useful. So we can key pulse when we're dodging, which I thought I already had, but I did not. So that'll be useful. And let's see what we've got for dual swords. This is good. This is a good initiation attack. It allows you to dash forward, as you can see in the video. Whoops. Thrust sword wall guarding. That seems really good. We can unlock the parry. That should be fun. Alright. Do you guys... I'll make a straw poll for this. I know some of you are going to be worried about spoilers, but do you want me to switch to my main character? Obviously, we're going to be seeing stuff from a later point of the game. I'm going to go ahead and make a straw poll. If we were to switch, this would be a good time. The second boss, I mean, a lot of you have already seen it. The second boss is a lot of fun, so we can do that, but I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. Alright. Seems like a lot of you do want the Switch. Alright, so I'm just going to give that a minute or so. Right now, main is definitely winning. 73%. Okay, we'll make the switch. Making the switch. I'm gonna have to change PSN profiles. Let's just save to be safe. Not that I'm gonna use this character ever again, but alright. And then we'll close out and switch profiles. And there we go. Now you get to see my hero. The dude that I'm putting so much time into. Gonna leave, don't want to see the full map. GG, Ben. Totally understand. Totally understand. Thank you for watching. Everyone that has up to this point that doesn't want to see any other stuff. I'm not gonna do... Like, because I'm in the last area, I'm not gonna do the story mission that I need to do. I'm gonna go back. And I'm going to show you guys a mission where I was like, Neo, you're really cool. You're really cool, Neo. That I think is really fun. So we'll do that. Also, my Phoenix Guardian Spirit is hype. Look at that thing. Look at that glorious bird. Yeah! That Guardian Spirit is really good. Ben, have you thought about growing a Viking beard to honor Huber? That would be an interesting conversation. Whoa, Ben, you had a beard! You have a beard now. Yeah, I did it to honor Huber. Alright, so... Load. Please. This is my dude. This is my big axe-wielding dude. He's got a beard. He's got samurai hair. And this is this. Look at this axe. It's like being held in place by monster claws. And it's just like a slab of stone. It's all messed up. And look at that cannon. That golden dragon cannon. You don't want to mess with this, bro. It's not going to go well. It's not gonna go well. Also, this thing has lightning damage, and that set I was talking about, it's the Kaido set. So I've got the full 6-piece set for this thing, and my bonuses are insane, right? So I get damage reduction, specific skill damage, close combat damage, strong attack damage, just general attack and defense up. So you really do want to chase after those sets. And you can tell it's a set by the green text there. It's just super powerful. Yeah. I love my character. The color palette for him is all over the place. It's funny because it is kind of like an ugly armor set, but it is a matching set, you know. There's a character that you fight that has this armor on. But yeah, the color pattern is all over the place. In a way that is kind of goofy, and I can appreciate. But yes, there's better looking armor, for sure. It's just the stats that I like. Like this to me looks a lot better. And I can refashion it if I want, but yeah, like that looks much, much, much better. Do I have more Warrior of the East? Yeah. I don't have the full set for Warrior of the East, I don't think, but you kind of get the idea. I can refashion it, but I don't know. Okay, so we're in the 5th region right now. We've unlocked the 6th region. I'm going to go back to the 4th region and do a mission there. Where is it? Not that. This is it, I think. This is the mission I want to show you guys. It's pretty hype. Meta build. I don't even know what the meta is. I just think axes are really good. I don't know if axes are really good. Like maybe axes are bottom of the tier list, but I've found success with them, and so I kind of stuck with it. We'll see though. I like I said, I kind of like his goofiness. I've grown fond of like this stupid orange armor weirdo. All right, here we go. So I think this mission is pretty cool. I hope this is the right one. But we're fucking going into a ninja house right now. And we're fighting ninjas. And they're tricky bastards. So the lightning damage paralyzes them, which is great. Like, look how much damage this axe does. It is just absurd. My own character is getting me hype right now. So this level starts pretty hype, and I think it gets even more hype as time goes on. So, these ninjas, they will try to get one up on you. There's a bunch, like, to the right and to the left that we want to keep an eye for. And so we're not gonna fall for their schemes. We're gonna pick them off one by one. I feel like the dirty cheese emote needs to happen right now. Come on, I know there's more of you. I know it. Yes, there you are. They do very little damage to me, as you can see there. Might as well use dual swords, in fact. Both my weapons have lightning, and all of the elements are good. I think lightning might be the best because of the paralysis effect that it gives, which can slow them down tremendously. So that's the Kurisagama. That thing is hype. Maybe if I have one of those, I can just show it off. Do I? I do. Yeah, so this is a really, really good weapon. It's probably the best weapon in the game for fighting multiple enemies at once because of that wide sweep that you get there. And it's just, its entire moveset is really, really good. Like, you can do an insane combo and hind stance like that. Very powerful. And look at that range. Look at how far this attack goes. And then here's low stance. Let me build my key back up. Low stance is really good with this. Yeah, it's a hype weapon. Oh, hello. Wait. And you're dead. Go away for 5 seconds and then becomes anime. Is this like a super anime weapon? Could be, I guess. What's up, Hattori Hanzo, that appeared out of nowhere? So he's like, hey, this is a ninja place. How do we move forward? Through ninja walls, of course. Ah. This is so much fun! Look at just what is he gonna do? He's just getting pummeled. What is he gonna do? Nothing. It's kind of harsh on your stamina though, so that is something you want to be careful about. I don't want to fight the big dudes with that weapon. I want to use the axe, just because it's gonna be much easier. Open up a shortcut. The ominous music in this area. Okay, so I think we can sneak up behind him. This is something that you can do against almost any yokai of this type. They are extraordinarily dumb. Like, they just don't hear you coming if you sneak up, like, right next to them. Oh. I forgot that that floor was there. Maybe I'm the extraordinarily dumb one. The trolls. Oh, he's healing. Okay, yeah, so these guys heal because there's this crystal that's powering them up. You have to destroy the crystal. Oh, I'm on low stance. That's not what I want to be at. Yeah, so they'll heal automatically. They'll regen, which makes them tougher than normal. You have to go and you have to take out like this giant crystal, and if you do that, you kill all of the enemies that are attached to that crystal, which is really nice. But yeah, otherwise they'll heal. Hello. We have gone full anime. Look at that anime stance. I'm gonna like go kill Naruto with this stance. Whoop! Hello. So he's powered up too. So we have to be a little bit more aggressive just because of that healing. So I think it's okay to pop one of these suckers. And the crystal is close by. Wait, I can't open the door this way? Alright, so I must have to drop in from above. Dang. Go ahead and use an elixir here. Ben, between Neo and Persona, are you living the dream? Yeah, dude. This year's been crazy. I've really enjoyed everything that I've been playing this year. Yakuza 0, great. Gravity Rush 2, great. Resident Evil 7, great. Neo, great. It's an embarrassment of riches. Like, this is its own mini golden age, these first couple of months of 2017 here. In my opinion. I'm missing something. I'm missing something obvious. What am I missing? All of these doors open from the other side. Is it here? No? Okay. This loops us back around and this... There we go. There's a crystal. So you see, because I killed the crystal, those guys died. Because they were connected to it. Don't be afraid to use your living weapon, just because it comes back so quickly that you know, it's better to use it and save on elixirs or something like that. Because elixirs are harder to come by than like refilling your living weapon gauge. But I forgot to ask this last week, but I've been watching a lot of Persona 5 gameplay lately, and as someone who's never played a Persona game before and who has never really enjoyed turn-based combat, should I give it a shot? Yeah, I mean, the thing that worries me there is the turn-based combat part. If I were you, I think the world and the story and the characters are going to be so good that I would just put it on easy if turn-based combat isn't your thing and just plow through it that way. Because easy in Persona, you really don't have to worry too much. You can just kind of get through it, and so... You know, maybe give it a shot on normal, and if you don't like it, just put it on easy and you won't have to think too hard. This is nice. Let's go. Another thing about Neo that's interesting, and this is true for enemies as well, is you can block in any direction. So if you're blocking and an attack hits you from behind, you'll block it. Which is pretty generous of them, I would say. Just dead. And when you're burning, if you dash, you can put out the flames a little bit quicker. Burning is like another damage over time, like poison. Damn, that's a Team Ninja ass weapon. Yeah, it really is. There's a lot of, like, the enemy design is very Team Ninja. Some of the weapons and animations are very Team Ninja. In a way that, like, I'm into, for sure. But yeah, it definitely has their mark on it. Oh, I don't want those things. Whoa, that guy's blasting a hand cannon at us. So, blocking hand cannon shots will actually deplete your stamina and, like, immediately put you in an exhausted state. So you can't just block them the way you can rifles or arrows or things like that. So you want to be extra careful around hand cannon dudes. Can we do it? We probably can't do a drop attack here. Maybe we can do it. I don't know. We're just gonna go for it. It worked. I'm really, really, really pumped to show you guys the boss. I've enjoyed every boss fight so far in Neo, but this one, just the way that he looks, makes me extra attached to him. It's not a hard fight, but it is a pretty hype one. I don't think we're too far away from it. Let's just explore a little bit before we use that shrine. Okay, can't get in there. That's going to be a shortcut that we're going to unlock later. Jimmy Good! Hey, Jimmy, how's it going, man? Friend of the stream, Jimmy. 4 months in a row resubscription. Appreciate the support, man. All the love and respects for Jimmy. Good to have you. Wait a minute. So we can't go there, it's locked. Where's our other path? Is it down? Do we have to go? No, we go up. Okay. Aha! Let's make sure we have the right blessing. We want experience, I think. We don't really need any more elixirs or weapons or anything like that. So we want experience. Always make sure you have the right blessing on. And we're nowhere near leveling up. I think I need like 250,000 souls to level up. So we're a ways from that. What level am I? 93. Yeah, so this trapped ninja house, now we're gonna start to get into some more interesting stuff. Obviously, watch out for the spiked floors. They're gonna give you a bad time, and spiders are coming up. Just FYI, and they suck. So be ready for that. Okay, don't fall into this hole. The game wants me to fall into this hole. Don't do it. Oh, this axe just does so much damage. So that weird like sloshing sound, that's the spiders that you can hear. And there they are. These little bastards. Alright, so we aggroed something else. Probably another ninja. Yeah. Range weapons OP. Okay, we handled that alright. Now we can just get the loot. Ben, have you heard of Joe Denver's Lone Wolf? It's a choose-your-own-adventure game. So this is a game you enjoy, story told through text from a book, and then combat is turn-based, playing on PS4. No, I haven't heard of that at all. That's really interesting, though. I will check that out on PSN. How much is it, out of curiosity? Alright. Let's go deal with these goddamn spiders. So the worst thing they can do is they can jump on your face from above and do a ton of damage. But even spiders die to an axe. Even demon spiders. It's funny that back one did not aggro. We can sneak up behind him. How far is the boss fight? Not incredibly far. I would say probably another 10 minutes or so, if I had to guess. Obviously that will increase if we die, but things seem to be going alright so far. We've got a lot of health. Or a lot of elixirs. Ben, these spiders are creepy. How did you manage to pull through it? They definitely creep me out. There's like a spider level that was a little difficult to get through, but like I think the fact that they're yellow helps a lot. They're like yellow demon spiders. They're not just raw tarantulas. That would have freaked me out a lot more. Okay. Yeah, we're not too far away from the boss fight. So we're going to do some Castlevania Symphony of the Night shit here. You ready for this? We just flipped around the castle. Eat your heart out, Konami. What's up? Now we're up above. And this guy's going to try to be a jerk and shoot us down. We're going to say, no, not today. Not today, sir. We're out of ammo. But it was worth it. I think. Probably not. Alright, where do we... So there's a demon below us. How do we want to do this? What's the safest way to drop down? Okay, so there's like a ledge over here. New sub? We missed a sub. Alucrid just subscribed with Twitch Prime. That's a brand new sub, everybody. Thank you so much for this support, Alucrid. We're going to give you a ton of selfies. Show him some love. And we're going to give you some Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones wants to be playing Neo right now. That's what that face says to me. And I sympathize with that feeling. Alright, so there's a yokai down here. We have to get closer to trigger it. So we can't do a jump attack, unfortunately. Purify that nasty stuff. Whoops, too slow. They always jump back, every time. Easy peasy. This character is just OP, I think that's the problem. Konami still continues to make the greatest rhythm games and supports them all. Anyone who says fuck Konami has no idea. I was just joking, man. It wasn't, I wasn't actually saying fuck Konami. Just talking about Symphony of the Night, that's all. Because of the upside down shenanigans. Spiders are dead. Oh! Oh! I forgot that that was a thing. You filthy game. Dang Ben, how far are you? This is the 4th island. I've unlocked the 6th island, which I think is calling them islands. Region. Like the 6th region. So I believe I am at the very, very end of the game. But I'm not going to show the 6th region stuff. Just because I don't think we need to spoil it. But alright, so we found a shortcut. I don't even think we need to pray though, honestly. Okay. So yeah, at the beginning of the game, those big yokai are very, very stressful. You get to a point where you can take on like 3 of them, no problem. Like, they just become less of a deal. Hey, a human enemy. We can use our fun weapon. How many hours have you put into this? I think I'm over 50 at this point. I am not sure. I should look, but yeah, I think I'm over 50 hours in, and I've still got some main missions left to go. Wait, I thought there was a dude here. Everything must be open from the other side. Any visual variety? Yeah, I would say that, like, this house has probably gotten old for you guys, but yeah, I would say the areas do have a lot of variety. The enemy variety is the weakest point in this game, for sure. It is this game's biggest failing. You're kind of fighting the same things all the time. But the areas themselves are very nice and very varied. Very varied, I would say. Like, there's one where you're just on a sick battlefield. Neo 2 will be bonkers? Yeah, it probably will be. What's up, Crystal? Alright, so I think the boss fight is in the next room. If it's not, we're very close to it. So if you don't want to be spoiled on this boss, now is the time. I'm going to give you guys like 10 seconds here. But it is really cool. It's a pretty rad boss fight. Other people have spoiled it. Just FYI. But yeah. It's fun. Shinjuku Medicine fully restores your health, so it's a good item to have. And in fact, let's prepare for the boss fight a little bit. Huh? We don't need antidotes. Oh, we have to... Do we have the Sloth Amulet? That slows him down. Yeah, so we have Sloth and we have Weakness. Not that this is a hard fight, but... Alright, here we go, I think. This guy is the greatest. Look at this frog ninja. Whoa, already taking damage. Look at this dude. Okay, I'm taking more hits than I should be. This guy is really easy to bait. If done well. That downward slash has quite a bit of range to it, but it doesn't hurt too bad if you do attempt to dodge. Oh, whoa. Did he just use his tongue? I don't know if I've ever seen that, actually. Alright, so now he goes all ninja on us and starts throwing bombs and paralytic clouds and stuff like that at us. Okay, that's what we don't want. That'll paralyze us. He'll get some free hits in. It's actually probably wiser to be closer here to bait melee attacks to stop the constant bombs. Yeah, we want to bait melee attacks. Woo! Yeah, that fight is fun. Spoiler alert, I gave like 30 seconds. I said 30-second warning before we did the fight. Ben should sprint more? I sprint a lot. I sprint all the time. All I do is sprint. I definitely did get hit there more than I should have, but it's alright. You can, that's actually a boss where blocking is very, very reliable. If you know how much stamina each of his swings takes, he doesn't swing that much, so you can get away with blocking pretty well. What else can we do? It'll be fun. We can do another, like, ninja house mission. That's pretty cool. I think the thing with sprinting is I'm not always sprinting for very long periods. It's like a little sprint and then a dodge and then a little sprint. So it can be hard to see. So this game has stages, not a connected map, or are you warping? No, this game totally has stages. Nothing is connected. You do have some main missions where they have multiple parts to them, but everything, for the most part, is very, very singular. It's like you are in this one environment. So do not go in expecting an interconnected world like Dark Souls or anything like that. It does not have that. I could have used the slow talisman on that guy to show you guys that. I just forgot. Okay. So this is another Ninja House thing. There's a hot spring there. When you go rest on a hot spring, you'll get a regen effect for a while. That'll gradually restore your health, and that can be really useful. Is there a water level? Kind of. There's a, like, shipyard level where you're on the water and you have to be careful not to fall in. Ben, would you consider going more in depth with your thoughts on Gravity Rush 2 when more allies play it? Yeah, I know Kyle's been playing it, and I want Brad to get a little bit farther. But yeah, there will be more Gravity Rush 2 talk on Frame Trap, I'm sure, next episode. I think every ally that has played it has been into it. Whoops, I didn't realize there was a yokai there. Whoops, whoops, whoops. So this level will troll you a little bit. Hello, ninja. Calm down. There are panels that will fall out. There's so many hot springs in this level. Both of these are hot springs that you can use. And there's this hot spring down below as well. I love that he just takes off all of his armor magically. Oh, okay. This is, in my opinion, one of the most annoying, worst enemies in the game. There are these guys that play this like little mandolin thing, and they will keep summoning demons for you to fight that are pretty challenging, and they'll keep doing it until you kill the dude that is summoning them. They're the worst. The worst, the worst, the worst. I could just do that combo infinitely on those fools. Is this Ben's way of saying I'm about to die? No, I'm not gonna die, I don't think. Just because I don't think they can do enough damage. But they are annoying. So you would think where the X's are, that's where you would fall down. But no, the game tricks you into thinking it's going to be that way. So this is they just summoned a demon right now. So we need to find the yokai that's responsible for this madness. What? I guess I wasn't quick enough there on the final blow. I think he's across. I think the yokai that's summoning them is across in the other room. There he is. Yeah. This dude will mess up your day. That's such a neat weapon. Which one? The axe or the chain blade thing? They're both pretty cool, to be honest. Yeah, so I think that's where you fall down. Elevator. You're trying to knock me off. Now you're dead. Oh! Okay, that was almost bad. I think that would have been a death if I would have fallen further. He just wanted to play a shamisen in peace. He's using it to hunt me down. That doesn't seem very peaceful. Alright. So I think what I have to do here is I have to find words to unlock that door. And then I have to fight some pretty nasty things. I think one of the words is on this. Not here, but down below one level. There's also a Kodama down there that I want. Fall. Yeah, there's one word that we need. And let's go get this Kodama, shall we? Ben, that guy was just trying to take a bath. That's a weird way to take a bath, by submersing your entire body into it. It's a good thing he's a zombie, because he probably would have choked. Alright, I know where one other word is, but I don't remember where the third one is, so we might have to run around for a while. Sometimes it's hard to find the right words, indeed. Indeed. Alright, let's not get trolled by the floor, shall we? One of the words is in a room that looks very much like this. It might be down a level, though. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Where are you, word? I think the third one might be around here, actually. So this is one of my favorite enemies in this game. Not this guy. I'll get to him in just a second. Hold on. Okay, so this wall comes alive when you piss him off. And, you know, unlike Souls where you can just destroy hidden walls easily, you gotta fight them in here. And I just love the design, they look so cool. Bye, man, thanks for the stream. Thanks for joining, Heist. Appreciate it. Where's that last word? I think you could key purify those walls away. I don't think, like, I think if you want to get through them, you have to fight them, but I could be wrong. I could very much be wrong. I just always fight them, I guess. Okay, we got trolled. We said we weren't going to get trolled, and then we immediately got trolled. You can blow the wall to make it go away peacefully. You can bow to the wall? Oh, that's really cool. You can use a gesture to... Oh, that's awesome. I hope that's true. I hope that you're not lying to me. Because, yeah, that's pretty sick, if true. Where are these goddamn words? Yes? Please? Nope. Alright. So these guys are extremely resistant to your attacks. You can either use fire to burn through them pretty quickly, or you can wait for them to attack, and then they'll reveal their weak point, and you can just do a ton of damage. Alright. These guys are harder than your normal Big Yokai, Kai, especially when they do that attack. Alright, so we got another word. That's good. That fight almost went terribly. Almost went terribly. When they mix it up on you, it really can just get you, because like normally they don't do that charging attack very often. I could have sworn that one of the words was in a room like this. Oh, it is! Look at that! Okay, so there's a hidden wall here. That's what we were missing, chat. No, no, no. That didn't help at all. Fuck. Where are you? Do the enemies scale with you? No, they don't. They do not. But, like, if you do a higher level mission, even though it might be the same enemy, they'll be stronger, you know. What the fuck am I missing? Let's... We did that. We've done that hidden wall. Is there another hidden wall somewhere that we're missing? Let's look on the ground for marks. You know what, guys? You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to bail on this mission. We can do something a little bit more interesting. We have to use a particular item. So this lets you... There's two items. There's this branch, and then there's the fragment. The fragment will let you quit a mission, but you lose all of your experience. This will let you quit, but you get to keep all of your experience. I'm going to use the bathroom one more time, guys. Be right back. Alright. So I was thinking about what we could do, what I could show off. I can do another main mission. You could also do these duels, these one-on-one duels, which are super fun. And I thought I would show off one of these. This is a later one, so again, spoiler warnings. Warning. But yeah, I thought we could check this out. The one-on-one fights are pretty intense. I think we're higher level than this guy, so it might not be as intense as it normally is when you first encounter it. But it's still kind of cool. And here, I'm going to use the slow talisman to show you how broken it can be. And it can make things that would take you a while to like learn the patterns and get through just ridiculously easy. So he's slow. Look at how he moves. He just can't react to anything that I'm doing to him because he's moving so slowly. Okay, it doesn't last that long, but look we almost got through half of his health bar, not really doing all that much. We can just do it again, and we can just prepare this at the shrine. No problem. Yeah, so if you want to cheese, magic is your friend. Is the stream bugging hard for anybody else, or is it just me? Yeah, let me know. Let me know if it's bad, everybody. Like, it seems alright to me. It seems smooth. Ben, I finished the remake of Dragon Quest VIII on 3DS. Super good. Love the new party members. Awesome to hear. Yeah, once the Neo review is done, finishing Dragon Quest VII and digging more into 8, for sure. Stream is fine. Okay, cool. Can you play in English? Yeah, we actually are playing in English. It's just when you're talking to Japanese characters, they speak in Japanese. But your character is an Englishman who speaks in English. So, no, we're playing in English. It's just that they're like, because of the time period, I think they're you know, English wasn't really spoken a lot or at all really very much in Japan at this time. And so I think that's kind of what they're going for. Alright, so we're in a region that's like 2 things below us. Let's do something a little bit harder. Something where like the risk of death is real. I have not done this submission. We can do that submission. We can also do a Twilight mission if you guys really want to go hardcore. Isn't he Welsh? He might be. I could be messing that up. I'm sorry. Hey Ben, thanks for the shout out on my Hotake compilation, dude. Yeah, of course, Proto Chat. Thank you for making it. Like, it's brought a lot of joy to me and the other allies as well. So yeah, it was awesome. Appreciate you putting that together. Yeah, so we'll do a Twilight mission. I have not done this Twilight mission. Could very well kick my ass. Go hard or go home. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, so in Twilight missions, it's always like Berserk Eclipse vibes. The sky is crimson. Oh, I forgot to buy ammo. Fuck, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Yeah, I should have purchased ammo. Whoops. We're not that far away from another level, so I might go ahead and make an offering here. Yeah, we got 4 elixirs from all the offering and 6 small spirit stones, which is good, and we have more than enough to level up. Yeah, that's gonna. So, the last 2 levels, it was giving me +1 to attack with my axe. Now it's giving me +4 since I'm going to 30. Since I'm raising strength to 30, which is a pretty significant boost. Like 4 to attack with 1 level up is a big deal. All right, so 94, I believe. That took like 2.5 missions to get to and some offerings. Alright, so I have no idea what to store. Like, all these other missions, I've had a general idea of what to expect. We're going in raw here. Could be bad news. Okay, so something saw me. That was not this giant yokai. It's this bomb-throwing dude. This is why I need ammo, so I can take care of things like this. Okay. So this yokai is dumb, and even though a lot of noise happened right next to him, he's still just checking out this corpse. Look at, we almost one-shotted him. It's getting late here, so I'm off. See ya, Easy Eyes in chat. Thank you, Dramatic Slow-Mo, for joining us. Hope you had a good time, man. Yo, guys, what's up? Just jumped out of frame chat to check out Neon. Of course, enjoy some more Ben. Awesome, Brucey87. Good to have you. Oh, we got some rifle ammunition. It's when I say things, the game, it just listens, man. It just understands. So that yokai is being powered up by that crystal, which is all sorts of bad news. What we probably want to do is stun this bro, and then run up and destroy that crystal. What do you say? Seem good? Okay. Of course, there's another enemy there because there's a Genio, and that's what happens. But now they're dead. Oh, there's a hole. Don't fall in the hole. Bad things will happen. You could see an enemy that's just waiting to kill me down in that hole. Bad news. How much weight do you have on right now? A lot. Like, I'm pretty close to my max, I think. Yeah, so 38.1 out of 39.1 for my equipment, right? So I'm like 97.4% of the way to my maximum weight. I actually think they should punish heavy armor builds more. I feel too fast in heavy armor. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you're ridiculously fast in light armor, but I just... The amount of speed that I have in heavy is enough for me. Let's not go down here. Let's not do it. When you go over your equipment load, you don't, like, you can't keep pulse, and your stamina gets used up even quicker. So it's a pretty harsh punishment. Rightfully so. We're almost done with the 4 hours. This is going really fast for me. What up, yokai? So is this game better than Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z? Yes. What did I give Yaiba? Like a 4 or something? I reviewed it. It's not very good. That is the... Think about it, guys. That's the last Ninja Gaiden game we had. Was Yaiba. That's disgraceful. That's not okay. I'm off to bed. Thanks for the stream, Ben, and good night all. Thank you, Goldboy2. You have a great name, by the way. Thank you for joining us. And as you can see, when we went back to the shrine, it automatically replenished our sloth talismans, which is pretty nice of them to do. remember the boss of this stage. We'll have to see. That'll be a surprise as well, I guess. Oh, these guys. Alright, so these guys... I would say these are the strongest of your sort of general big yokai. They've got a ton of health, they've got a ton of mobility, they have a wide move set, they've got projectiles. Like, they're just good. They're just good. Still very doable, but you have to be careful. That projectile is actually harder to dodge than it looks because it comes out so fast. A lot of projectiles are much slower than that one. We did it. Praise to the axe. Do you still need the cup to bring in a friend? If so, are they hard to come across? So you do still need the Kodama cup in order to bring in a friend. You actually, this is a change that they made from the last demo, I believe. You have to beat the mission before you can summon in a friend. Like, you're on your own until then, which is pretty hardcore. But as far as if they're hard to come by or not, just because I've been playing a bunch pre-release, I didn't really have anybody to summon. Like, I would put a cup down and no one would come. And so I just accumulated a bunch. But I don't really remember the rate at which I accumulated them. So it's hard to say. Okay, that's dirty. So there's a guy, summoning guy, in addition to these two yokai. I'm gonna try to do this without using my living weapon. I did it. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. No, don't poison me. Don't poison me. Don't do it. At least you're right there. At least you're not hidden in some hard to find spot. Which is nice. That's nice of you. Whoops! I did not mean to fall down. Fuck. Perfect. Does that go the same with Twilight missions, or can you summon a friend for that straight off the bat? So that's a good question that I actually don't have an answer to. I think because the Twilight missions are just harder versions of a mission you have already done, I think you can, but I haven't actually tried that for sure. What if I just say no to you? Ben, do you know anything about the one-year ECA meetup? I want to go, but I'd want to have a hotel in the right area, and I'm looking to get my plane ticket. I'm worried that whatever I tell you is going to be wrong. I would talk to either Ian or Brandon about that. They should respond. Either send a message on Patreon or tweet at them. These guys can kill you, like, they're not hard, but if you make one dumb move and that you get in that fire, you'll just take so much damage and die before you have a chance to heal or, like, react at all. One thing that I'm pretty bad at in this game is I always do, not always, but I often do one too many attacks. Like, I hit the attack button more than I should. And that has cost me a bunch. I have to be better about that. So this guy is lightning, so he's not... My lightning damage is not a big deal to him. Holy shit! What? 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 I don't know if I've seen that before. Okay. Something to watch out for, I guess. Where are we? The Ryu Hayabusa DLC for this has to be coming, right? It seems too obvious to not have happened. Oh, come on. Come on. Really? Two of you? Alright, this is fine. He still hasn't noticed me. I don't know how that's possible. You have, though. Now you have, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Where did this zombie come from? So, he's getting all of his health back right now, which is bad. But if I can get a sneak attack, that should help. Whoop. There we go. No criticals in this? There's something that's kind of like a critical. So if you hit a weak point, you do critical damage to them. And I believe there is just critical hits. I could be wrong on that, but like if you hit a head or a back, you'll do more damage than you would with a frontal attack. So like where you strike matters quite a bit. Ah, fuck, I didn't sneak up. So that's why with those big yokai, why I'm constantly circling behind them, so I do more damage. Okay, there's a bunch of nasty stuff all over the place. Too far. You need it to turn red so you know that you're hit. That went really well. Alright, I think we're almost at the boss for the Twilight mission here. Guys ready for some boss action? Yeah, we're almost there. I don't remember which boss this is. Feel like we should open up a shortcut to the shrine, just in case we die. But where is that shortcut? Is it down there? Or do we just be ballsy? Do we just go for it? Do we say we're going to win? I don't know, chat. I don't know. Ben, are you gonna be at the group stream tonight or finishing the review? I'm gonna be finishing the review, so I'm not gonna be there. Balls to walls. All right, we'll be ballsy. We'll be ballsy. I promise nothing. We do have the guardian spirit that I think will bring us back alive, so maybe we'll be fine. Here we go. No shrine boss fight. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, this guy's actually a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, he's tough. We just do so much damage though. Alright, maybe we're fine, chat. Whoop! Spoke too soon. Of course. There we go. We did it! Not that bad. Were it not for the damage that we have, that would have been a much more difficult fight. I think we're just, like... Even though it's a Twilight mission, I think we're so far above it in level that it wasn't too bad. I do want to say something though, guys. Just another quick tip. Like I've watched other streamers and I've seen them get to the end of the game and they're like, "Oh man, this is like way harder." And it's because they're not using the blacksmith well enough. Like they're just getting into that mindset where it's like, "Okay, this has more attack, therefore I need it." And they like don't put any more thought into it than that. And I was like that too until I really spent some time with it, and it makes your life so much easier. Every piece of gear that I have, every special effect, I re-rolled it until it was something useful. So like, I use mid stance with my axe all the time. This reduces the ki there. This increases the damage 13% for both of those. It has lightning damage. I get a 13% bonus based on my familiarity. That's huge. Like all of this stuff I made sure was extremely useful for what I was doing. I'm just messing around with this, so like these skills are garbage, but yeah, pay attention to that stuff and do it on armor as well. Don't just do it on weapons. Armor has some pretty powerful special effects. Show us the musket skills. It's tough because I can't just like I don't have access to all of the special effects. There's a random chance, but like don't have like heavy attack damage if you never use heavy attack. Like you're never, it's like a wasted thing. So just pay attention to how you play and respond accordingly. But you were asking, I guess, about skills specifically. Okay, so what are the musket skills? Sorry, I'm just figuring out like where all this stuff is. Okay. So for magic, if you want that slow talisman, you have to get your magic to 10, and the sloth talisman is, where is it? There's so many skills, it's like hard to keep track of all of them. I would say like elemental resistance talismans don't waste skill points because I've never felt like I needed to be elemental resistant to something, and you can like mitigate that through gear if you really want to. So don't waste your Onmyo magic skill points on elemental resistance. It seems bad. But yeah, wherever Sloth Talisman is, get that for sure. That's insane. So this is it right here. So the first rank of this, in order to get it, you have to get your magic up to 10. You have to have this, and then it will unlock the Sloth Talisman. And that's extremely powerful. If you're using the axe, I would actually say the axe has a pretty disappointing skill tree. A lot of the skills are mediocre, but there are some really good ones. The spin is okay, but it's a little slow. If used properly, though, you can clear out a room of enemies pretty easily. Increasing your damage against yokai, this is good. So you can get a 12% damage boost against yokai. So those big things that I was taking out super, super quickly, this is part of the reason. Good thing to invest in. This is really good. This is what I used in the beta a lot, and I use it less now because mid stance is quicker. But that will kill almost anything. This combo right here. So you like push square and then do triangle, and you'll get a huge, huge, huge attack. The problem is it takes all your stamina. The one skill that lets you dodge Ki Pulse, that's extremely important. I recommend that as well. And this is really good. This is like the most basic essential skill for axe wielders. In mid stance, if you do a Ki Pulse correctly, you get a perfect Ki Pulse, your next strike, your damage will be increased. And because you're going to be Ki Pulsing all the time anyway, why not get bonus damage? Yeah, and this enables you to Ki Pulse even when dodging. That's really good too. But yeah, a lot of the other stuff, like you can look at my equip skills. I don't use just because it's too slow for the axes, or just not very good. Yeah, like your basic square combo is so reliable and does so much damage anyway, and is quick, that a slow skill, I don't know, doesn't do it for me. I think the skills for dual swords and regular swords are much better anyway. Alright, sorry, I've just been talking, not paying attention to chat. What's going on? I will stop talking now. We can do one more mission probably before we have to head out. Let's do a submission I haven't done yet. What do you say? Do you want the Demon's Daughter or Kuroda's Determination? I think this is going to be slightly more hype. I have not experimented with ninjutsu a ton. Ninjutsu seems good. It definitely doesn't seem like a waste like some of those axe skills that I was talking about. But I think like the talismans from magic are just more useful more often. Like there are going to be bosses you're going to want to apply those buffs. Even just the basic elemental buffs, which don't take a huge investment, and they're really useful. Oh! Okay, so for some missions, a friend will join you, just like a random AI dude. I don't know if he's joining me or fighting me. He looks like he has a television on his head. But when your AI buddies join you, it's pretty fun. It makes it easy, but it's hype. I hope he joins me. All right, so this soldier is just hanging out, I guess. What's up? I just want to say really quick, stuff like this annoys me. Like, come on, you could easily get through there, man. Whoops. Where did you go, TV head? Come back to me. What is this mission? What? These are all people that have just died here. By the way, that's what that is. All those red things. It's a dang graveyard. Yeah, it is a graveyard. Now I see why people died. It's because of this dude. So you want to dodge that projectile instead of blocking it because it's elemental, you'll still take damage when blocking. So that is absolutely why you want to get good at dodging. It's one of the many reasons. Oh, there's two of them! Oh no! Alright, this is it. This is where we die. We haven't died in a long time. This is where we die. Holy shit. GG. Fuck. Okay, alright, alright. I think we just gotta go hard and try to heal through it. We just need to kill one of these dudes. Yeah, that's gonna be our strat. Things are looking better. We wasted the majority of our pots, but that's okay. They just have so much health. What are you doing? Was that a dance? Take advantage of the no stamina. Holy shit. And we're still not done. We have to fight the first boss from the game right now, by the way. Hello. I have no human pots. How you doing? At least he doesn't have two phases, I guess. Let's go. Welcome to Neo. Okay, that was bad. The rock couldn't back up anymore. Let's go. I keep doing the same thing. Please don't tell me that there's more. Okay, we did it. We beat the mission. Woo! Oh, man. Were you possessed, TV head? What's up? Is that what happened?
かたじけない。これで助けてもらうのは二度目でござる。しかし鬼の腹の中、ぬらりと
Alright, that was
ここしでござった。
it was a little stressful. The boss at the end wasn't bad. It was just the two birds that were nasty. Let's make sure we don't miss any items. You want to pick up everything, even though it's kind of overwhelming, just because you can use it for offerings and get experience and that sort of thing. Alright. We did it. That actually didn't take that long. We probably have enough time for another submission here. TV head is one of those newer curved panel displays. Yes, indeed. I keep like moving away from the center of the webcam. We get TV head! We get it! We can just wear it now. We get a new gesture. That's always good for when PvP eventually arrives. What does TV head look like? Yeah, what's up? Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like this just looks cool. But this is really dumb. We should probably do some soul matching and stuff. But that's gonna take time, and I kind of want to show you guys some more gameplay before we cut off. I might just... Can I level up? Yeah, I can level up. So I'll level up, and then we'll do another mission. Let's get more health. Let's get up to 30 health before we start pumping up more strength. Why would anyone ever wear a helmet like that? I mean, what functionality does it provide? It's a statement. Alright, so this will probably be our last mission, everybody. Ben, how do you master Ki Pulse? Looking at character stamina bar or just memorize the timing? That is a great question, Dark Knight. Looking at the stamina bar, you want to be looking at the stamina bar like every 5 seconds. Because running out of stamina is the thing that will get you killed the most. But how I master the Ki Pulse is I just look at the character. I just wait until the little like key dots are on him. I just use the visual cue. I have to. It's what I've practiced over and over and over again. So like I just stare at my dude until those dots get to his body. Just over and over again. There, I did it too soon actually. You actually want to do it a little bit later than you think you do. But yeah, I just stare at the character to answer that question. Alright. We're 5 levels away from 100. That's pretty cool. My advice is, I know some of you are probably like, I just want to do the main story. That's enough for me. I feel like side missions are pretty mandatory in Neo. You want to do them for the equipment that you get, for the things that you unlock. Like, you unlock the Guardian Spirit things that I summon that do the crazy damage. You unlock most of those through side missions. You want them. And so I really do think you shouldn't try to crit path it, because you're just going to, like, make yourself more frustrated than you need to be. Like, do the side missions, buff your good character, get good equipment, get good smithing techs, get the Guardian Spirits, all that stuff, and it's just like, life will be less of a hassle for you. So, my advice. Let's use the other weapon. Let's use our fun weapon. Ooh, not as much damage as in the lower level issue. I guess that makes sense. Hello. You backed yourself into a corner. Unwise. Oh no, god damn it, I'm poisoned. That was tricky in the game. Come on. Come on. I couldn't even pick up that item because I have too much of it. That was all a waste. Hello. I once again forgot to buy ammo at the blacksmith. Maybe we just picked some up, actually. Did we just pick up some? Yeah, we picked up one rifle round. Fire. Sometimes they're so close to pulling off a shot that I don't think they should switch to their weapon. They should just fire that shot rather than go through the animation of changing weapons. But whatever. Makes it better for me, I guess. Did we aggro? I don't think we aggroed anything. Oh, that didn't kill him, actually. That did. Hello, Axeman. Double finisher. 1,000 damage, Danny. Yeah, yep. This axe is gonna see me to the credits, man, for sure. Especially like I've got higher level equipment that I can use to make this stuff even buffer. Would be nice. Would be very, very nice. Stop. Stop doing that, please. One of these statues might come alive. No. Okay. Yeah, I hope I've convinced you. I hope I've all converted you to the way of the axe. You see how ridiculously strong it can be. Plus that finisher, man, it just feels good. 7 minutes left. Can we do it? Can we finish the mission? I think so. Where does it want me to go? Down here? Like, what's the objective? Rescue the imprisoned girl. Okay. I'm walking right in front of you. Make sure to let Hubert know the glory of the axe. So Hubert does not like the axe in Neo. Not that he doesn't like it, I guess, but he just prefers the katana. Says it feels right to him, which is totally cool. It does feel wrong that Hubert's not into the axe, but play how you want to play, as the great Brad Ellis always advises us to do. Okay, so the girl has to be in the cave, and they're not letting me go that way into the cave, so they must want me to go up and around into the cave for this mission. Huber is RPing. I'm RPing? Look at that RP. I'm RPing so hard right now. That passive-aggressive weapon discrimination? No, not at all. When I say I think all of the weapons are good, I mean it. Like, I've enjoyed the regular katana, I've enjoyed the dual katanas. The regular katana is probably my least favorite, but it's still really, really, really good. Really good. What's up, bud? Don't want to respawn anything, so I'm probably not going to. That stealth, that Tenchu RP. Whoops, we missed. Definitely missed there. I like the laugh that he does. I'm almost dead. Alright, this is not at all where we need to be. These things are going to spit poison. And I'm just going to be jerks. I don't think this is it either. I think we need to go down below. Yes? No? Yes? Yes. Okay, here we go. I think this is where we need to go. Oh shit, boulder. Traps. We're fine. We reacted in time. He's... Come on, he was in the fire. Thank you. Ben, what is your second equipped weapon? Usually, right now it's a Kurisagama. Usually I do I don't know why I'm not doing it now, but usually when I'm playing, when I fight enemies like that ninja there, human enemies or small yokai, I use the double katanas. Like, I've used a ton of the double katanas. This stream is not exemplifying that, but yeah, normally I do switch off quite a bit. I've used the axe the most, but I've used the dual katanas almost as much. They're very good. I just don't like the double katanas against big dudes. I've seen people do really well with it. I just find that, like, the amount of stamina damage the axe does is better in that situation. But the axe is much worse against smaller things, I think. Like, it's easier for them to slip away. Yeah. Hello. Trick for these guys, you will... If you fight them in the front, they'll take forever. If you fight them from behind, you kill them in a couple of hits. Why do I hate katanas so much? I don't hate katanas. Sometimes I say things, and then chat says, like, the opposite of what I said, and I'm like, alright. That's fine. I think when you're playing a game like this, there's always going to be, like, people that are like, you're using the wrong weapon. It's just going to happen. And that's fine. Everybody has their own preferences. That's just chat season. You don't take it too seriously. Yeah, I know. You're right. You're right. I'm playing into it, which I shouldn't do. Ben just said he would rather use a wet spaghetti noodle than a katana. Fact. Sometimes, chat, you're pretty dang funny. You're pretty dang funny. Oh my goodness. No, I want to target you. That works, I guess. Ben, are you going to the group stream? I don't think I will be at the group stream just because I want to finish this and write the review. So unfortunately, no. Which is a bummer because group streams are such a blast. Hello. These guys don't normally wield dual katana, so this is interesting. It's usually like spears or axes or regular single katanas. Oh shit. We've got a fight that I'm not ready for. You ready to end this on a crunch, chat? Let's buff up our weapon first. Or wait, is this it? Did we just beat it? Did I just waste a buff? Oh, I just wasted a buff for no reason. Oh, that's pretty dumb. Okay. Well, that's it. That's 4 hours of Nia. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. I gotta finish this game. He's too busy writing how the katana is terrible. That's gonna be the entire review. Why katana wielders are the worst. Yeah, that was a soft taco for sure. I feel bad. I feel like we should end on... Alright, how about this? How about this for a crunch? Okay? Whatever katana I have. Whatever katana I have. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna fight a boss right now. With the katana. And I can't use any healing items. So whether I live or die, that's it. That's all I get. We're gonna do this mission. No healing items, no other weapons, no buffs, no debuffs, none of that. It's just me, the katana, and whatever comes my way. I'm for sure going to die. Be ready for a hard cut either way, chat. Just so you know, prepare thyself. Okay, I can use that elevation on that damage actually. Should be using high stance if I'm only going to be like doing quick attacks like that. Or like hit and run tactics, that's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Distracted. No, no healing items, chat! Okay, let's go. I do think the Phoenix is gonna bring me back to life. I forgot to unequip it. Oh no, it didn't. That damn katana.